everyone, this is Lata Akula. In our previous video, we studied about the classification of the plants. The plants were classified into bryophytes, pteridophytes, thallophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. In the thallophyta, we will study about algae. We have the examples, that is algae. So these algae are, now we will study the general characters of the algae. So what are algae? They are chlorophyllous organisms. They contain chlorophyll pigments and the body is very simple thalloid. Thalloid means the body was not differentiated into roots, stems and leaves. That is called as thalloid condition, and they are autotrophic because they contain chlorophyll pigment. Hence they can prepare their own food material by photosynthesis and they may be the autotrophic in nature. And these are largely aquatic in conditions. These algae, they can be found in the terrestrial conditions also, but largely mostly these algae are present in aquatic, maybe a fresh water or marine water, or sometimes they may be in the brackish waters also. Mostly marine, and some forms will grow on surface of moist stones. On moist stones we can observe that some green colored layer is seen, that is nothing but algae. We can found it in our houses also, right? And some of them grows in the soil, wood. Some members of the algae, they show symbiotic association with the fungi and grow as lichens. And some algae grows on the surface of animals like sloth bear. On the sloth bear surface, the algae grows and gives a green colored appearance to the sloth bear, which will be helpful for the sloth bear in camouflage, because this sloth bear mainly lives on the trees. And in turn, the algae gets water and minerals from the hair, fur and skin of the sloth bear. See the size of the algae. Some of the members may be highly microscopic and unicellular organisms. Example, Chlamydomonas. We need to remember these examples. And some forms colonies. Some algae group put together and form a colony-like structures. Examples, volvax. And some members will form a filament-like structures. Example, Eulothrix and Spirogyra. So, unicellular organisms examples are the Chlamydomonas. Colonial examples are volvax, and filamentous examples are Eulothrix and Spirogyra. And some marine forms at the bottom of the water will find some massive tree plant-like structures. In the National Geographic channels we have seen some plants are moving at the bottom of the water. Those are nothing but kelps. Those marine forms of tree plant-like structures are called as kelps. And in these, the vascular tissue is absent. Algae, they do not have vascular tissue. Vascular tissue means conduction, water, xylem and phloem is present, right, to conduct the water and mineral salts. That tissue is absent. Generally, this is present in the trees. But that vascular tissue is absent in this because they are being aquatic. They are present in the water only. That water conduction is not required. And reproduction is by means of vegetative reproduction, sexual and asexual. In vegetative reproduction, fragmentation occurs. Fragmentation means the parent body may break into 2 or 3 pieces. Each piece will develop into a new algae. Asexual reproduction is by means of different types of spores. These spores will germinate into new algae. The mostly seen spores are zoospores. These zoospores, they contain flagella, hence they are motile. These motile spores also will germinate and grows into a new plant. And sexual reproduction is by means of fusion of 2 gametes, results in the zygote formation. In an isogam, this sexual reproduction is 3 types: isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous. If the fusion of similar size gametes takes place, that is called as isogamous. That means male gamete, female gamete, both are in same size. Both are in same size. That is called as isogamous. They may contain flagella, or some of them they do not have the flagella. In this Chlamydomonas, they have the flagellated ones. And Spirogyra, which is commonly called as pond silk or pond scum, they do not have a flagella, non-flagellated ones, which reproduce by isogamous. And anisogamous means fusion of dissimilar gametes. If the fusion of the dissimilar gametes takes place and results in the zygote formation, that is called as anisogamous. That means here the male may be a smaller one or bigger one, and female may be smaller one or bigger one. It may be anything. Male may be small or big. Female may be a smaller one or bigger one. If these two are fused, one is small and one is big, that is called as anisogamous reproduction. Examples here, some of the Chlamydomonas members, they reproduce by anisogamous method. Oogamous. Oogamous means here the male is small only, not big. The male is small, the male gamete is small, and the female gamete is big, larger. If the smaller male gamete fuses with the large sized female gamete, then it is called as oogamous. Here, don't get confused about anisogamous and oogamous. Here, strictly the male gamete is small only, the female gamete may be the large only. Here in this case, sometimes male may be a smaller one or a bigger one. Female may be a smaller one or bigger one. It may be anything, right? Examples for the oogamous are volvax and fucus. And algae were mainly classified into three classes depending upon type of pigments present in it and variety of storage products present inside the cell, and the number of flagella, type of the flagella, and cell wall chemistry. Based on these characters, the algae were classified into three classes. They are chlorophyceae, phaeophyceae and rhodophyceae. Chlorophyceae, phaeophyceae and rhodophyceae. Chlorophyceae were commonly called as green algae, phaeophyceae were commonly called as brown algae, and rhodophyceae were commonly called as red algae. So these are the general characters what we have studied. These are chlorophyllous, simple thalloid organisms. It performs photosynthesis, mostly lives in the freshwater and marine water, and some of them may live in the moist stones. They exhibit symbiotic association with the fungi, and some of the organisms, they may be microscopic, unicellular, example Chlamydomonas. Some forms, the colonies, they are called as volvax. Some of the members, they may be filamentous, example Eleutheryx and Spirogyra. And the marine forms which will be like a plant-like massive structures are seen, they are called as kelps. And in this, the vascular tissue is absent because they are present in the water only. No need of any vascular conduction. And reproduction is by means of vegetative, asexual and sexual. Vegetative reproduction by means of fragmentation. Asexual reproduction is by means of spores. Some of the examples for these spores are zoospores. And sexual reproduction is by means of isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous. And depending upon the type of pigment, storage products, flagellation and cell wall chemistry, algae were classified into three classes. They are chlorophyceae, phaeophyceae and rhodophyceae. In the next video, we are going to study about the chlorophyceae.